Jesse, really simple. Do you think the key to remaining competitive with the Chinese military is more gender advisors?
Oh, there's no question, Tucker. I mean, China right now and Russia, they're both testing hypersonic missiles that can turn New York City to ash. Russia is actually developing and has developed satellites that can push our satellites out of orbit and completely cripple our military. Our military, though, they're focused on the important things. We want to focus on climate change, and we definitely have to make sure there are enough tampons in the restrooms at the Pentagon.
That's kind of what they're saying. I mean,
What we're watching is the destruction of the U.S. military, and what we're going to end up seeing, Tucker, is thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of Americans die. Those are the stakes of the game we're playing here. We don't need a military that's woman-friendly. We don't need a military that's gay-friendly, with all due respect to the Air Force. We need a military that's flat-out hostile. We need a military full of type A men who want to sit on a throne of Chinese skulls. But we need a military full of type A men who want to sit on a throne of Chinese skulls.
Layers of irony here. First of all, the real reason we hear this new weapons of mass destruction argument being used in terms of China is just for the simple fact that they've become so powerful that we're afraid of them. The rich Republican business owners who control Fox News, they all source their products from China, screwing over the American people because they are terrorists. But China did the unthinkable. They used it to empower their people. That's why they're ahead of us. And people who used to work in the food industry now have their own business making small products and satellites. In China, they got the smartest people making satellites. In America, they can't even afford to go to college. They'll be stuck in that fast food drive-thru for the rest of their life. The only value another person's life has to a rich Republican business owner is their service they provide as a slave labor. They loved China when they were just cheap slave labor, but the labor's getting more expensive, and now apparently they're done with them, so they just want to throw them in the trash. China did the unthinkable, empowering the people to get their economic engine running on all 8 cylinders. While the Republican terrorists burn Tulsa and have our economic engine running on 1 cylinder. And you're only going to build satellites if you're born rich. And if we have a problem and want to go to war with every country that becomes larger than us, we're in for a rough ride. Business owning terrorists have made it so that in America, people don't feel comfortable getting married and having kids. Because of the business owning terrorists, we have an old society, and we're not supposed to have very much GDP growth. It's not very wise for an old, frail man to be picking fights with the whole world. These kind of policies put America in danger. And only the progressives have an action plan that would actually make us competitive by empowering the common person, making them feel comfortable to have a